Yo. Fresh off my final destination, avoiding the Pikachus and Pokemon trainers, not settling for nothing less than first placement. I met a knight that couldn't fight when compared to greatness. Yeah, I'm the missing link in all chains, with no sword, just a punch like Falco, all flame. They all lame. No, they all...
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the one and only Jodecideion on YouTube. I want to bring you a little quick video, a pre-E3 video. Yeah, man, it's, we're about, what, 12 hours? I want more than that till E3. And I'm not hyped at all. Can you believe that? I know on YouTube there's a lot of guys right now talking about, E3 and how good they're feeling and they're looking forward to everything and can't wait, and it's just, some of those guys probably won't even sleep tonight because they're so excited. And I guess because I'm such an older gamer, I've been gaming a lot longer than most people. At this point, man, it takes a lot more than what they're presenting for us this year for me to feel good. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to the new Project Cafe. What Nintendo has planned for that system itself, whatever it is, has my interest. What the future of the Wii holds has my interest, mainly because they haven't shown us anything anyway. When I look at the other consoles, even though I don't own them or plan to purchase them, I can look at Microsoft and say, what can they really do with Kinect other than be, a version of what the Wii was? What more can they do with a 360? Because as of right now, there's no Halo game, there's no new Fable game. We don't know what they have. So from a curiosity point, the 360 has my attention. I look at the PS3 and what's going on with that system, and they put all their cards out on the table. We know what they have. They got a lot of games. They got a lot of sequel to games that's already been out, so you know what to expect. Uncharted 3 is going to be Uncharted 2, but bigger. Maybe they upgrade the online multiplayer even further. Infamous, that's about to come out, is Infamous, it's a sequel. And then they got a whole bunch of collections. That's what got me down this year. And more than anything, this current state of the industry, it honestly feels like that game developers are not trying anymore. And I know some of us can be feeling that way already, because there's been points in this generation where you see developers being lazy. We getting ports, we getting remakes, we getting add-on type things, and that's been going out the whole generation. But at this point now, we're year 5. We're at the midlife on most of these consoles. In the old traditional style of a lifespan, most of these consoles be on their way out. This is where really, the creativity is supposed to start coming through. Because at this point, besides price cuts, there's no other way to sell your console. You gotta do it by providing even new and different and more variety of content. And so I look at the PS3, and it's not me judging them. Fanboys, the damn PS3, drone force or whatever. Please don't kill my video or kill my page. I ain't talking about that because I ain't trying to start nothing. But if I were you, if I was one of y'all, if I was a PS3 owner, I would be upset. Why do I have to have Metal Gear Solid Collection? Why do I have to have Zone and Enter collections? Why do I have to have Ico collection? When what I really want is Metal Gear Rising. What I really want is The Last Guardian. What I really want is a new Zone and Ender, Zone and Ender 3. You see what I'm saying? It's a laziness in there. Even in the past, where Nintendo, they brought out a couple of games that they felt would be better with motion controls. Wouldn't it just been, smarter to release a brand new game with the controls instead of bringing out a port of Mario Power Tennis? Make a new Mario Tennis that use motion controls with online. Instead of releasing Donkey Kong or Pikmin, make a new version of the game. Even on the 3DS, where we got remakes of Metal Gear Solid, Legend of Zelda, Star Fox. Why not just make the brand new game with the technology? If you're gonna make sequels. And that's another thing more than anything. There's so many damn sequels this generation that it's really just, for a person like me who's been gaming for so damn long, you game because you love it. It's your hobby, it's your entertainment. But also, you keep gaming with the hope of, as generations move forward, as games get better, as technology get better, as new creative minds come in, you hope that games it'd be something new. It'd be a new surprise to you. You know what I'm saying? It'd be something new, something that say, wow, this is why I'm still gaming, because this right here wasn't there when I was gaming. And this generation, we have had a couple titles like that. There's been a couple titles that really make me think, yeah, dawg, I wish that was around when I was younger, because this is awesome. Something like Grand Theft Auto 4, not the game itself, but the online experience, just how huge the world is. I would have loved it if that game was out, 2 generations ago. I would love to have been playing that game since the Super Nintendo era or whatever, or something like Monster Hunter. I would love if that was around during the PS1 or 64 era, and I'll be playing that now. I'll be in the next evolution of that now, instead of being in the second generation of it. I don't know, y'all. I mean, this is me talking because I'm an old school guy, and I think we really have to understand that. Right now, there's a little feud going on with my man, Nintendo. My bad. How you say it? Is it Nintendo? My bad. Not Nintendo 316 and game reviews. They got a feud going on, and the feud really has nothing to do with the subject matter of who's a bigger fan or who's really a fan. It's all about the perspective of the age difference. It's about how older gamers feel compared to newer gamers. That's what it's about, really. And I'm gonna do a video on that later because I want to address that. Just because, I ain't trying to, we all men, and we don't need to fight each other's battle or nothing like that. I just want to give my opinion on it. But when I saw it, that's what I saw. I didn't see two cats arguing about stuff. It's deeper than who's a bigger fan and things of that nature. It's a clash of generations. And with me being an older generation gamer who's been gaming a lot longer, for me to continue gaming, I need innovation. I need new and different ideas. I need something that really say, wow, I didn't see that before. Because at this point, I have seen everything. I've seen everything that the young guys are seeing, and I've seen things way in the past. And if you're a young gamer, you've only seen so much, so you're still getting surprises. Even if it don't seem like you're still being surprised. But if you're an old gamer, you've seen everything for the past 20, 30 years. And so that's my whole topic on E3, y'all. I want y'all to enjoy E3. I want y'all to enjoy, the games tomorrow. Let's really hope that Microsoft surprises tomorrow. Let's really hope that Sony surprises tomorrow. Let's hope that Nintendo surprises tomorrow. And I don't mean surprises by just showing us prettier games or showing us, bigger games or whatever. I'm just talking about surprises. I'm talking about showing us something like, wow, I didn't see that coming. I don't know who the hell thought of that. That is brilliant. That's the surprise I'm talking about. Because that's the only way games are going to get better. That's the only way the industry is going to really grow. Because at this point, all we got are guys going out there doing the same stuff. One guy make an idea that blows up. Everybody comes in and copy the idea. Where we need multiple guys coming in with ideas. We need this competition of the mind where gamers saying, oh, well, hell, I just made the greatest game ever made. No, you didn't. I'm about to make it. Or I got the greatest idea ever. No, you don't. I got the greatest idea. And they're competing on that. We're not competing on that right now. We just got guys making games, and they're just, you know, their overall goal, their overall mission is only to top the guy they're copying instead of topping everybody. There are a few companies out there to do that. There are a few companies and a few game developers who they set the standard and they compete against the standard and evolve the standard. There's few. We need a lot more than that. The industry is a lot bigger than back in the day. When I was gaming, Japan was the gaming industry. That's it. Japan supplied all our games. Think about that. Japan supplied all our games. And now we're at the age when there's Western games. There's games made in America. There's games made in the state I live in, Texas. You know, there's games made in Europe. So actually the gaming industry is a lot bigger than it ever was. Yet the portfolio of gaming, the style of gaming, the content of gaming is a lot smaller. You see what I'm saying? We've lost more genres in these past generations than we gained. And that's all due to laziness, man. So that's why I'm not upset about E3, because right now all I'm seeing is laziness. I'm seeing guys decided, well, I don't want to finish this game that could be brilliant. Instead, I'm going to wait a little longer and give you a HD port or HD collection. Or I'm just going to port something over it instead of trying something new. Or I'm just going to rehash something and sell it to you again or whatever. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Well, look forward to my look at Nintendo's conference. I'm going to be doing 2, maybe 3 videos on Nintendo conference itself. Hope you enjoy it. Like I said, this year I will not be covering Sony or Microsoft since I don't own their products. There really don't need for me to comment on their products at all. I'm gonna let the fans of their products do that. So you won't hear anything from me about them. So, but look forward to my Nintendo coverage starting Tuesday, or if anything else comes out. And just enjoy E3, y'all. But more than anything, at least listen to what I have to say. Listen to what I said. At least try to understand what I'm saying to you. All right, y'all. This is the boy TheWon, man. Good night. And go Heat, baby. Heat 2 and 1, bitches. Peace.